Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Morning viewers. In this video, we are going to see about the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, which is going to take place on October 30th around 4:45 p.m. where Rahu moves from Aries to Pisces and Ketu moves from Libra to Virgo. We'll be seeing the effect of Rahu Ketu transit on each zodiac in a separate video. If you are new to my channel, keep this channel subscribed so that you will get my updates instantly. It may be an easy task for you. It can give a lot of motivation and enthusiasm in us to release such videos. Rahu so far placed in the house of Aries is going to move to the house of Jupiter, which is Pisces. Same way, Ketu from Libra is going to move to the house of Mercury, which is Virgo. So the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, mainly the transit of Rahu seems to be highly positive because it moves to the house of Jupiter, and Jupiter is a very positive planet, and we can expect positive predictions to almost all the zodiac. At the same time, Ketu represents the knowledge. Same way, Mercury also represents the practical knowledge, as Jupiter, on a contrary, is a traditional knowledge where we learn through a school teacher right from beginning to elementary school to the postgraduate level. It is a unique type of learning Jupiter will impact upon, but Mercury is a planet which imparts knowledge out of our experience. It depends upon person to person, the situation the person takes, so he learns lot of things out of his own. This is what Mercury will do. If Ketu is associated with the house of Mercury and Ketu symbolizes the knowledge, so we can say there will be abundance knowledge in the upcoming 1.5 years for those who are studying in schools and colleges and those who are working in different sectors. They can earn lot of knowledge. There will be a good shift in their lives. Generally for Rahu and Ketu, they don't have any own houses like other planets. So wherever they get associated, they behave like that house owner. For instance, if Rahu moves to Pisces, it will behave like Jupiter, and Ketu, when it get associated with the house of Mercury, it behaves like Mercury. So it is as equal as saying Jupiter is a ruler at his own house and Mercury is a ruler at his own house. This is way we need to see at this Rahu Ketu transit. In the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, when we see the planetary positions, on October 30, 2023 around 4:45 p.m, you have Rahu placed at Pisces, and fortunately the ascendant is also Pisces, and the second house Aries, Jupiter is alone now. So far Jupiter getting conjuncted with Rahu had lost its individuality, but now Jupiter will exhibit its own power. And if you have the moon at the Taurus, the Kritika star, and Venus is placed at the Leo, and Ketu is at Virgo, and you have a conjunction of planets Sun, Mercury and Mars at Libra. Saturn as usual is a ruler at his own house, Aquarius, and you have the star Kritika on that day. So now, based on the planetary positions and based on the present position of Saturn and Jupiter and the upcoming Jupiter transit, we will see for the next 1.5 years the impact of Rahu Ketu on different zodiac. Generally for Rahu and Ketu, it moves in the anti-clockwise direction and it stays in a particular house for almost 1.5 years. So next to Saturn, Rahu Ketu takes the maximum time period of staying in a particular zodiac for almost 1.5 years. So it's going to be a great impact upon each and every individual. But at the same time, one has to note that the personal horoscope will take its higher priority. It gives up to 80% results from the personal horoscope. The present position of planets, the impact of the Rahu Ketu transit, it will have only an impact up to 20 to 25% on an individual. So one need not have to worry about positive or the negative results of the impact. Majority comes from the personal horoscope only. Leo, the fifth zodiac. For Leo in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, Rahu from 9th house Aries will move to the 8th house Pisces. So the position of Rahu seems to be really favorable and highly positive for Leo. But Ketu from 3rd house moves to the 2nd house. To an extent it is good. Rahu at 8th house can fetch them lot of unexpected luck. There could be money inflow through lottery, gambling, race and other means. 8th house indicate the unexpected luck, inflow of money through foreign investments, inflow of money through an unknown person. Keeping this in mind, we can say for Leo, this particular period, those who are doing business can find the time more suitable and they get good profits. Some may expand their business to foreign countries and other places, and they can cover larger areas by which their volume will rise and the inflow of money will also be there. Those who are doing business through social media, creating videos and publishing through YouTube or Facebook, Twitter and all, they may find a large volume of supporters out of which they will earn a lot, especially for those who are doing news channels, who are preaching spiritual informations to others, those who are educating about the catering services, the method of cooking and all. Especially for women, the time period seems to be really favorable to get good support and a revenue rise in this period. There will be good support from the government. Some may get unexpected support from the government. Depends upon the power of the individual chart. Some may even get government related job opportunities. Some may even get projects in government and work for the government. 8th house happens to be Jupiter's house, so it turns out to be positive. So some may get opportunity to work in hospitals. Some doctors may get opportunities to work in government hospitals. Some may get appointed as surgeons. They find lot of patients during the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, so they do operations and they'll be successful in that period. 8th house also indicate unexpected luck. Some may get money out of lottery tickets. Some may invest in share markets and find a good profit. Some may travel to foreign countries and through their travel they will find some good returns. Investment through foreign currencies like cryptocurrencies can also yield some lot of profitability in that period. So these are some of the positivity when Rahu is associated with Jupiter's house, 8th house. 8th house also indicates some mental stress and depression. As Saturn is very strong at the 7th house, Rahu at the 8th house may cause certain mental depressions and stress during that time. Those who are elders in this zodiac may face certain health related issues, blood pressure, tensions and all. In 8th house, Rahu first moves on the Nakshatra or the star of Mercury, and Mercury happens to be the 2nd and 11th house lord, so the time looks favorable. Those who are working with communication as a base, they will get good opportunities, they will get good credits and incentives during that time. Those who are applying for teacher's position, those who are applying for trainer position, they will get good opportunities during that time. Those who are leaders in politics, leaders in spiritual organizations, they can able to command and dictate terms to their subordinates and mass public. They can attract people. It will be more positive for them. Some of the politicians in this zodiac may see the time more suitable and fruitful for them. When Rahu moves on the Nakshatra or the star of Saturn, and Saturn happens to be the 7th and 6th house lord, and already Saturn is very strong at the 7th house, Mula Trikonas, there will be problems between life partners. There may be some confusions between life partners. Those who are looking for marriage alliances, there may be some hurdles in that. It is not an easy going in that period, so they may face certain problems and hurdles to get suitable alliances. Even for business, there will be some issues between the business partners and friends, so they need to be very careful while dealing with the friends as well as with the business partners. Business in terms of secondary market, business in terms of automobile parts, spare parts, two-wheeler, four-wheeler, secondary market selling, they all find the time more suitable. They can find good profits. Some may even export their business to foreign countries and find a suitable profit. Those who are doing laundry business, secondary market, who are traders like agriculture and other products, those who are working as share brokers in renting houses, they may all get suitable business and the time seems to be favorable for them. When Rahu moves on the Nakshatra, a star of Jupiter happens to be the 5th and the 8th house lord. During that time, there will be good support from the children. Children might study well. There will be chances for children to visit different places. They'll enter into sports. Some may even join in arts and exhibit their talents. Some may enter into the film industry. They'll shine well. So it looks positive for them. They study well. They get good credits during that time. Some may even go to the foreign countries for better studies. But 8th house indicates unexpected luck as well as some stress and health related problems. So they face both positive and negative things during that time. So for Leo, the upcoming Rahu transit, the position of Rahu is better and favorable except when it travels on the nakshatra of Saturn, because it may give some troubles and stress during that time. Now let us see the impact of Ketu on the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit for Leo. For Leo, as Ketu moves to the 2nd house, looks partially good and partially bad, because a planet like Ketu associating with the 2nd house may give some troubles in terms of family life, your ability to speak with others. So those who are working with communication as a base, they should be very careful in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit initially, because whatever they speak, it may get interpreted wrongly. So even if they speak to their friends, the words they use, the friends may take it wrongly, and due to which they may lose certain friends during that time. So they need to be careful while speaking with others, family members and relatives as well as the neighbors. They may face certain problems with the neighbors as well as with friends. Even for family life, there will be some confusions and troubles within the family members. But fortunately, after 2024 April, in the upcoming Jupiter transit, Jupiter will move to the 10th house for Leo, and from there it will start aspecting the Ketu and it will control the Ketu. So from 2024 April onwards, Ketu turns out to be positive for them. So that period, the communication strength will definitely help them to prosper in the personal life. Those who are in politics, they can able to achieve a lot of things during that time. So the Ketu will be positive, due to which they can command people and they can control them. Those who are spiritual leaders as well as political leaders find the time more suitable for them. Some may get married and settle down in their life. Some may go to a separate house and try to stay there. So these are some of the positivity. Those who are looking for a job opportunities, they can apply for teacher's job, professor's job, and they can succeed in that. Those who are practicing for junior lawyers, they'll start practicing their own. They'll find clients during that time. So these are some of the positivity. In the second house, Ketu will initially start traveling on the star Nakshatra of Mars. Mars happens to be the 4th and the 9th house lord. So they get good support from the parents. So they will visit the parent place, stay with them and keep them happy. So some may get assets from the father's and mother's side family. Some may invest in share market and find good profits. Some may get unexpected luck. Some may get ancestors' property. So the time seems to be good. It is also possible for them to add on new assets, buying vehicles, two-wheelers or four-wheelers. They'll repair their existing vehicle and make it new. These are all some of the positivity. Children study well up to 10th and 12th standard. They will progress well. Some may enter into sport and get name and fame during that time. So these are all some of the positivity when Ketu travel on the nakshatra or star of Mars. Then Ketu, when it travels on the nakshatra of Moon, and Moon happens to be the 12th house lord, there will be some expenses. The expenses could be for health related problems or buying assets or for marriage purposes. So that period they need to be careful. There may be some unexpected expenses too. Finally, when Ketu moves on the nakshatra or the star of Sun, and Sun happens to be the zodiac lord, some may get government jobs, depends upon the strength of the personal horoscope. Some may get support from the government, getting job opportunities. Some may get pensions and other facilities from the government. So there will be good support. Some may even enter into the politics. Some may take the leadership role in the institution or the organization they work. So it is favorable for them. So for Ketu, the initial 6 months seems to be problematic. Since April 2024 onwards, Ketu will be much more positive. For Leo, in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit, the position of Rahu and the nakshatras Rahu going to travel looks positive for them. Except the time when Rahu travel on the nakshatra of Saturn, they may face certain problems and hurdles in their life. Similarly, when Ketu moves to the second house, initial 6 months seems to be problematic for them. But the moment Jupiter aspect Ketu, it seems to be positive for them. Also the nakshatras Ketu going to travel like Mars, Moon and Sun, they are all friendly planets for Leo and it all turn out to be positive. So considering all the planetary position, in the upcoming Rahu Ketu transit for Leo, we can expect up to 85% positivity.